If you or your friends are preparing for the PTE test, be cautious that the PTE exam format was changed in November 2021. Yes, you heard me right. And in this video, I'm going to exclusively cover the new PTE exam format. What has changed and what has not. If the test is better now than before, that we need to discover. So welcome to the Edutrainex channel, and I am Anurag, your PTE expert at Edutrainex. And I am going to cover 4 significant changes in the PTE exam format. There is a lot of outdated information on the internet that still talks about the old format. So be careful not to follow them. At Edutrainex, all our videos, posts, materials, and even the mock tests are completely according to the latest PTE exam format. So let's start cracking on what has changed. Number 1, a shorter time. The exam length has been shortened by 1 full hour. It used to be 3 hours long, but now it's only 2 hours long. So you might also guess that the sections speaking, writing, reading, and listening have also been reduced. And if you look closely, the personal introduction at the beginning is unchanged. Significant decrease in the time has been seen in the speaking, reading, and listening section, and also a little bit in the writing sections. So what does that mean for you? Number 2, less number of questions. And you guessed it right. The reduced amount time doesn't mean that you solve same number of questions in the reduced amount of time. So the number of questions have also been reduced, which is a good news. So let me show you each of the sections and also show you which questions have reduced. Let's start with the speaking section. See the picture here. The green ones are unchanged and the orange ones are the ones that have changed. As you can see, the personal introduction, read aloud, and repeat sentence are still the same. Describe image, retell lecture, and answer short questions have been halved in the numbers. So previously, the number of questions for describe image were 6 to 7, but only 3 to 4 now. Similarly, for the retell lecture, the number of questions were 3 to 4 earlier, but only 1 to 2 now. And the number of answer short questions were 10 to 12 previously, and now only 5 to 6. To some extent, you can say that it makes it easy. But in reality, the types of questions are still the same. And that makes the new format equally effective. For the writing section, the summarized written text has been reduced from 2 to 3 to 1 to 2, and write essay remains the same. So overall, for the part 1 of the test, which is speaking and writing, you now have 28 to 36 questions, as compared to 39 to 48 previously. So that's a very drastic change. Moving to the reading section, you can see that only the multiple choice questions have changed. Both the single answer and the multiple answer questions have been reduced from 2 to 3 earlier to 1 to 2 now, making the total count of the reading questions to 13 to 18 questions from 15 to 20 earlier. So this is a good news for the test takers who are actually struggling with the multiple choice questions. Stepping ahead to the final section, which is listening. As you can see again on the screen, except 3 of the questions, all the remaining 5 of them have been reduced slightly, taking the overall question count from 15 to 22 to 12 to 20 questions only. So fill in the blanks, highlight correct summary, and write from dictation remains the same. And summarize spoken text, multiple choice, single and multiple answers, highlight correct summary, and select missing word. All of them have been reduced from around 1 to 2 questions each. So what happens to the optional break that we used to get earlier? Not anymore. Number 3 is removal of the optional break in the new PTE test. The 10-minute optional break that you used to get earlier has now been completely eliminated. That also helps in keeping the overall PTE test concisely to 2 hours. So don't be disappointed. You should actually be happy that the overall time has now been reduced only to 2 hours. So what else has changed? Point number 4, the appearance of the PTE score report itself. Well, the PTE report has been made more lively and more colorful. And the overall scoring for the reading, writing, listening and speaking section still remain the same. The only difference in the new report is that you no longer see the enabling skills that you used to see earlier. This has been replaced by a new personalized skills profile which uses your test performance to provide a specific feedback just for you. The aim here is to guide the future test takers to improve their English language skills. The new skills profile will only be visible to the test taker. So, it's not shared with any of the institutes that you are applying to. It is there for the test takers and their teachers to find out which specific language skills can be improved. So, how does it work? In the new profile, you will see a candidate's performance across 8 language skills categories: open response speaking and writing, reproducing spoken and written language, extended writing, short writing, extended speaking, short speaking, multiple skills comprehension, and single skill comprehension. The blue bars here relates to the performance that give an indication of how well the test taker did in each of those areas. And the symbols in the middle show the language categories or category where each skills belong to. So it could be listening, reading, speaking, or writing. The skill profile also offers personalized recommendations to help strengthen the test taker's English language skills for each of the categories. Simply click on the language category and there will be a drop-down list. So just to summarize, have a glance at the overall PTE test and see what has changed and what has not, and how also the time has been reduced. Now that you know everything about the new PTE exam format, let's also have a look at what has not changed and what does it mean for you. Number 1 is the kind of questions. You still get the same types of questions, which means that the difficulty level remains the same. Number 2 is the section also remains the same. So you still have the speaking, writing, reading and the listening sections. And you also still need to prepare for all the 20 different PTE tasks as you used to do before. Number 3 is the score requirements. Your score requirements is not going to change. For example, if you needed to score 70 earlier, then you still need to score the same. In other words, the acceptance of PTE score by the universities and the immigration bodies around the world still remain the same under the new PTE exam format. Number 4 is the challenge. As the difficulty level remains the same, the improvements proposed by the Pearson will have no impact on how challenging the PTE academic test is. In conclusion, I would say that these changes are definitely beneficial. Therefore, considering what has changed and what has not changed, this is absolute a win-win situation for everyone. So you will have to prepare with a slightly changed strategy. And Edutrainex is here to help you throughout your PTE journey. We have also updated our mock tests to give you a real flavor of the actual PTE exam. Moreover, you can also get tips and strategies to prepare yourself for the new PTE exam format with ample practice questions to hone your skills in every section. So support us by liking this video and also subscribing to our channel, and we promise to bring you new videos to help you in achieving your dreams. Thank you.